Hi my dears, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Emma and I'm so happy you clicked on my What's for Dinner video. I hope you like it. We'll give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Let's just jump right on into this week's What's for Dinner video. For tonight's dinner, we are having some fish sandwiches with some fries. Some of these Rally's famous seasoned fries. They actually both go in the oven for 425. For these fries are for 22 minutes and the fish patties are for 20 minutes. So easy. And we're just gonna use my new fancy baking sheet here. My oven is at 425. I'm going to cook them once that has reached temperature. There it is, all on, and I'll just probably at 10 minutes give these a little toss. I did flip them halfway, even the fish. And then I just put my buns in the oven with the cheese just to toast them and melt the cheese a little bit. There's 3 minutes left. On mine, I'm going to add a little garlic aioli, a little ketchup. On my husband's, he just wants mayo. We're gonna add a little pickle. These Famous Dave's signature spicy are delicious. And of course I have my balsamic vinegar here for the fries when they're out. And this is all done. Now time to serve it up. And then here it is, all served up. Delicious. For our easy slow cooker Cajun chicken Alfredo, I am using 2 boneless skinless chicken breasts, a 15-ounce jar of Alfredo sauce, a 1/4 cup of chicken broth, and about 3 tablespoons, give or take, of some Cajun seasoning. So I just put my 2 boneless skinless chicken breasts into my slow cooker base, added the Alfredo sauce, and the 1/4 cup of chicken broth, I just poured that into the Alfredo jar just to get the rest of the Alfredo sauce out. Gave that a little shake, 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 and poured that in. Then my 3 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning went on top. And then I'm just gonna pop the lid on and we're gonna slow cook this on low for about 8 hours. And here's the chicken done. I'm just gonna leave it in my slow cooker on warm while I cook up the pasta. I have my oven preheating to 400 degrees. In my baking dish here, it's kind of like the TikTok feta pasta, but we're using some Boursin cheese instead. So I just started by putting the Boursin cheese in the center of my baking dish. Then I added the grape tomatoes around the edge of the cheese. Then I drizzled some extra virgin olive oil over the cheese and the tomatoes. And then I added some salt, some pepper, and some Italian seasoning. And I'm just gonna put this in my preheated 400 degree oven for 25 to 35 minutes. I think I did about 35 minutes. And while the tomato and cheese are cooking up, we're just gonna boil up some pasta. Okay, so here is the cheese and tomato mixture out of the oven. So all I'm going to do now is add a couple of spoonfuls of pasta at a time. Give it a good old stir, 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 and then just add a little more pasta as needed. I have a tendency to use too much pasta, so I didn't want to pour it all in there. So I just did a couple of spoonfuls at a time. And then here it is all served up. I just added a little extra Parmesan cheese and Italian seasoning on top. This was delicious. I really recommend this pasta. It just has such great flavor. Delicious. And for tonight's dinner, it's a little off a meal plan, but I just wanted to barbecue up some food. So we had some of these hamburgers and some of these chicken apple sausages in my freezer, and we just decided to barbecue them up. And side note, that means I don't have to cook. My husband can cook tonight's dinner. I wasn't feeling in the cooking mood. Anyway, but I did make up some onion and mushroom mixture. I just put some oil on a piece of tin foil with the mushrooms and onions, and I'm just gonna have him barbecue them as well with the hamburgers and the hot dogs. And then we had some Panera, I think we had it for lunch the day before, and I had some mac and cheese left over, so I just had him heat that up in some tin foil on the barbecue as well. And then here's all our condiments. On my husband's burger, he just wanted mayo and mustard and some pickles. And then on his hot dog, he had some relish and the onions and mushrooms. Then on mine, I had ketchup, mayo, and mustard on my hamburger and some pickle. And then on my hot dog, the same relish, mushroom, and onion. And then the mac and cheese. And that was it. Super delicious. And then our last meal this week, I also went off meal plan. I just wanted a steak bowl from Chipotle. So we went there. The reason I go to Chipotle is because they have this corn salsa. It's amazing. It's delicious. But they didn't have it this day. They said they could make it, but it was going to take half hour. Who has half hour to wait for corn salsa? Not me. Anyway, it was still delicious. So in our steak bowls, minus the corn salsa that I'm still upset about, we get the cilantro lime rice, pinto beans, steak, pico de gallo, lettuce, roasted veggies, cheese, sour cream. And then on my husband's, he also gets guacamole. And then on the side, I just get some queso cheese to put on top. And that's what we had. And that concludes this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you guys liked it. We'll give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Have a fabulous week. Bye.